Hey everyone, Soundwave8884 here, another Transformers Legacy Evolution review. In this review, take a look at two of the core class Dinobots. We have Dinobot Slug and Dinobot Sludge. Now I have already reviewed Grimlock, which he's actually the third to be released of the three here. These two, I had no interest in these Dinobot guys whatsoever, but I got a hold of that Grimlock on cheap from Target, and then, I mean, it's but I actually enjoy the toy more than I thought I would. So I was like, I'm going to go back and go ahead and get these two here so I can get the Dinobot collection. I'll go ahead and get all of them to eventually form Volcanicus. So these are the box arts here for your Slug and your Sludge. And I'm probably going to screw the names up because it's Slug, Sludge. I'm going to mess that up. Box art, here's your Slug. There's your Legacy Evolution. And you have your Sludge and your Legacy Evolution. And then on the back, it's 8 steps each. Gets you all the way around. Sludge is 1 of 6. Whereas Snarl, God, I went way off here. Slug is 2 of 6. So that is the boxes. And of course, inside the boxes, you'll get your instructions. And we'll get to that in a minute. They tell you wrong on the instructions for one of them. I can't remember Slug or Sludge when you're actually merging it for Volcanicus. And we'll get to that when we get to that. So here are the figures out of the packaging. We have Slug and we have Sludge. Now we're going to do each one individually here. First, take a look at Sludge, since he was the first to be released, or he's number 1 anyway for the Volcanicus. And out of the three, between him, Slug, and Grimlock, I want to say he has the weakest robot mode. And by looking at him, I want to say I see scars, arms, and stuff in this way he's built. But yeah, just looking at him, he's got the most funky robot mode of the three. Grimlock has the huge legs. Snarl has this right here is attached to his hips by pins, so they're not going anywhere. This is going to form pretty much the hips and the upper like thighs for your Volcanicus. So it's why it's funky. But he's got probably the worst robot mode, and his arms have to be way out here just to try to get around all this little hip kibble. He's got them birthing hips going on. Turn to the back of the figure. Not bad. It cleans up pretty well. This right here actually comes loose in the package. You have to attach that. This goes right over that. It's very simple to do. Closer look. They did a decent job with the head sculpt here on Sludge. I kind of wish he had like an Autobot symbol here just for me, but I don't know if it's actually tune accurate or whatnot. Otherwise, the little black paint's applied fine. The face is painted okay. He does have blue eyes, but they're so small. You can kind of see right there the blue kind of glimmering there in the light. But it's so tiny. But he's got a decent amount of detail sculpted in here onto the actual toy. Nice gold paint here. We'll look more of that in the robot mode. Articulation on this, you get your shoulders here, this ball joint. What you're going to get, you can 360 that around. You do get a waist swivel. You gotta move this, and you have to move his head up out of the way. You can 360 that around. Legs, get your knee joints here. You can move this whole piece here as your hips, but you're limited to what this can do way up there. That's what I'm saying. It's just really funky. He almost looks disconnected if you go too much out of the way. He does have this little hip skirt where you raise that up, and that doesn't help matters at all. So, and also his head does swivel around. Go about there and to there on the other way. Alright, so bringing Slug out of the 3 to 4. He's like the worst for me to stand up. He will fall down pretty easily. Closer look at the figure. Again, a really good job on the head sculpt. He's got some good shiny metallic blue eyes, especially when the light hits him. It looks really cool. Otherwise, it's not a bad. He's probably so far out of the 3. We have Grimlock, Sludge, and Slag. He is the best looking in robot mode. I do like that. Articulation, you got your hips, damn. Shoulders, 360. Waist swivel is is there. You can see he's got a swivel point, but based on his kibble, he's stuck. You're not getting that unless you take these, untab them, and you bring these out. And then you can get your waist swivel. There we go. Those close back down. You got good hips on him and good knees as well. That's for transformation. And his head is no movement. It's molded to the inside of the mouth here. So that's your articulation on Slug. Again, he's so far in remote mode the best looking. Backside cleans up fine. Very hollow here. That's for transformation. It's going to fold up and over. So we'll just do a few scale comparisons here. There's Slug. We'll bring in Grimlock. And we'll bring in Sludge right back over. And now he doesn't want to stand for me because I said he was better at standing than Slug. There we go. So that's your scale there. We'll bring in a few more of the core class transformers. And here's Starscream, who's a lot taller than Sludge, but pretty much the same height as Grimlock and Slag. New Age bots. Here is Brawn, and here's New Age's Mirage. This is the toy version. And Magic Square's Sideswipe. Now Sludge comes with no accessories. It just comes with the dinosaur head. You just pop on. Now Slag comes with this right here, which ended up being part of his like tailpiece in Dinobot mode, dinosaur mode. But it also contains the head for Volcanicus in here. It's right inside, you can see the little horn sticking up right there. That just stores in here. And it also can be his weapon. It's got a little 3mm peg, and you just put it in his hand, like so. Man, I said stand up, sir. So I can see where other companies are going to have a ball making weapons and accessories for these Dinobots. You need some swords, some guns. Alright, so let's transform Sludge into his dinosaur mode. Come to the back side here. You just want to bring this up. Then come here. These pieces here just come out. These would be his front dinosaur legs. You want his arms to be sorted out like this. Now there are pegs here. You're going to peg these together. That thing actually missed. I did. There we go. Peg those together. Come down to his legs. You're going to tab his legs together. Some tabs here. Up here. And you want to turn them at the top waist swivel here. And you're going to fold these legs back. You see the big gap here. His fists are going to go right inside this. So you want to bring this up together. It's going to meet. And then you'll just tab that together. Like so. Bring this up. Cover the head. And then it just tabs in underneath. And you've transformed Sludge into his dinosaur mode. His legs are static. They are stuck to where they are because these are pinned to the hip. Remember that. They just stay right there. They're not going to go anywhere. These also are stuck to the sides because these come out on these hinges. So that is Sludge in his dinosaur mode. Yeah. Closer look at the figure. They did a good job with the gold paint, I believe. Nice blue eyes in there. You get the Autobot symbol up here up top. Helps if it focuses. Otherwise, not bad at all. Got a little stubby tail though. It's sort of gappy here in the middle. You can kind of see through them. Whee! Alright, bring it on. Slag. Transform him. You want to remove this piece here. Put it to the side. You want to take his arms, and they're on this like soft ratchets here. So you're going to bring these up like this. And now you're going to bring them down like this. Bring this piece up, cover the face, forms bottom of the mouth for his dinosaur mode. We're going to tab his legs together. These are just going to fold up like this. Oh, no, these tab back. And there's a slight tab right here. So you can go right over these right here. So you got to fold this in. And you got to get it just right and get that piece up and over it. You know you do it. It should make a light snap. Didn't make that sound, but I felt it. Bring his legs down. And now he always kind of stays a little gappy back here usually for me. So this right here makes his tail. Just go stick that on right here, and that helps hold that together. And you have transformed Slag into his dinosaur mode. Very, very simple. 8 steps each. Get you right around to this. Again, it reminds me of a miniature Power of the Primes look here, which is pretty much like a G1-esque look. It's very nice for a little bitty core class, and you get the mouse so you can make them tall. Slug. So you get that. The horns do not move; they are stuck to the head. You get slight rotation, or slight movement here, up and down, and you can turn the top part of his head. You're not gonna be able to do that with the bottom part of the mouth because that is pinned through here, whereas this is not. Comparison in dinosaur mode with their pal Grimlock. We're bringing a few other things. Here is Magic Square's Bumblebee. Core Class Soundwave, and Legacy Evolution Core Class Thundercracker, and New Age's Ironhide, the first version. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to transform what we can into Volcanicus. We do get a torso with these two here. These two combine to make the torso, and we get a left leg out of Grimlock. And surprisingly, he does stand on one leg. Okay, the instructions show you starting from robot mode, so we're going to start from robot mode to get them into what they need to be for Volcanicus. What we're going to do with Sludge, you want to bring his arms up. You're going to take his legs here. They turn right here at this little swivel point, all the way out like this. Turning this one all the way out. Then you're going to take this right here, up and over. You can see there's like this little bitty slot, and there's this tab right here. And you can bring this up, and that's just going to tab in. Like that. Same on the other side. Up, tab in. And that's got you Sludge ready for Volcanicus mode, so let's go on to Slug Slag. Alright, well, your Slug Slag. Now, I should have mentioned this, but turning his head, that's why the top piece here turns for the dinosaur head, is to give you that head rotation in robot mode. Alright, so since I resolved my problem from earlier, let's go ahead and get him ready for Volcanicus mode. Bring this up, close it right over the head. We're going to turn to his back side, bring these out to the side, like this. Come back to the front, tab his legs together, which I just left them tabbed in. You just want to tab it, and you're pretty much put them like back in dinosaur mode here. You're going to take them, which I just now untabbed them, back over, and this goes right there. And you want to bring his legs down. Now, what doesn't show you in the instructions is his arms. You see he's got these little tabs on the side and these big circles here. Now, the circles actually need to be used to tap him or connect him with Sludge. You can see these little slots here. That is actually made for these. So you're going to want to turn his arms around, and you're going to want to tab them in. Right there. It's not in the instructions for some reason, but that's what you gotta do. And I just got Sludge ready. Now you need to take his tail piece here. You're going to remove Volcanicus's head out, and that right here is going to go in this little peg hole, like this. And you can see this is going to be the top part of the torso of Volcanicus. Now we're going to put them together here with Sludge. Bring Sludge in, this piece here. You're going to put that into that hole here in Sludge's chest. You want to leave these holes up, because that is where one of the ports that Slug is going to tab into. And this peg here is going to go here. These two pegs here are going to go on the shoulders. And these pegs here are going to go into these little holes here on the arms of Sludge. So you're just going to put this down. Take it all in, and put this up. It goes right there on the sides. And you have connected Slag with Sludge to help form Volcanicus. Now you can bring in your Grimlock, and that little peg that's right here in this piece is going to go right here in the peg hole here. And there you go. You're already starting to combine Volcanicus. And like I said, he stands on one leg. Alright, let's do our comparisons with our one-legged Volcanicus Core Class Starscream, New Age Jazz, Magic Squares, Jetfire, Meteorite, Voyager, Earthrise, Grapple. Let's give you a sense of scale. I think he'll scale fine with the regular Core Class figures, maybe even like the New Age, more so than Magic Square. Let me bring in a Magic Square. I don't have a Magic Square guy in here, so this is Magic Square's Sideswipe. I do have Magic Square. I got the Jetfire. He's a little bit too big. He's not going to scale well. But there is Sideswipe. So if you want to try to slide this guy in as a combiner, I think New Age figures, Legend Scale will be the way to go, or just Hasbro's own Core Class Transformers. Alright, take a closer look at Volcanicus. The head sculpt is very nice. Paint is applied well. The eyes, the black, the gold. Closer look here at Slag's head. Really nice. You do get the waist swivel here, but you get stopped by Sludge's head. You can raise that up to get more of a swivel, but these big legs here from Sludge, you're going to hit that still. You might be able to raise it. No, you're going to end up hitting that. So you're not going to get the full rotation. You're going to hit half and half on the sides. You get this here as your hips. You can see up and out to the sides. Kick forward. You see how he's going to be kicking. Kick really far forward. And you get your knee bends. It's going to be here. Once it bend out of this, I guess that's where you're going to get your knee bends, but it does make Grimlock's head move around, so that's probably the biggest negative of this. So this is going to keep moving the head up. It's like, peek-a-boo! That's all you're going to keep getting out of there. That's probably the only complaint I have so far of this. The head, you're just going to get side to sides, and you get 360, I'm saying, but you can't get it up or down with that. But otherwise, it's not bad for a core class combiner. I can see where they can go with this for other Transformer figures. Just do a little bit of retooling, and you get another small combiner like the Monster Bots or something out of this as well. So final thoughts on Slug and for Sludge. Go ahead and Grimlock and the Volcanicus as he is forming here. Like I said, I had no interest in these Dinobots whatsoever at the start of their first reveal. I thought they look hideous. I still think they look hideous. They're not the best looking toys, but they are fun toys. I guess because I didn't have much hope for these. I was already disappointed by looking at them, so I'm easily pleased because they're better than I thought they would be. So I think for a fun, cheap combiner, and like I said, if you have kids, you won't mind getting them some cheap Transformers that do a little more fun gimmicks, this guy would be perfect for that. And it does have small pieces that you can lose doing the combination, like this piece here. The Volcanicus head can be easily lost. Things like that. But otherwise, I think he's an actual fun toy. I think it's going to make a fun little combiner set. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next ones. Peace out.